Good. All right. The Augusta Market and 888 Group are sponsoring a run brought to you by the Family Y, and they are announcing the first annual Puppy Jake 8K. And joining us now is Becky Beach, who is not from around these parts. Actually, you're in Iowa. Is that correct, Becky?
I sure am. Yes, and thank you so much for having us and talking about this. But I live in Des Moines, Iowa. You bet. And we're so excited to be coming to Augusta and the Augusta Market.
All
That's
right.
a long run.
Well, good.
It is a long run.
All right, so you got the Puppy Jake Foundation, which is a 501c3. Did the IRS come after you for anything? You have Patriot puppies or anything?
Well, funny, they did on my personal level, but not on this. No, we are a 501c3, and all contributions are tax deductible. And what we do, our mission is to raise and train professionally trained service dogs, and our program places them exclusively with wounded members of our military when they return home, or some are from the the Vietnam era. Any veteran, frankly, that needs them. So that's why we're raising money, so we can have more dogs for our terrific heroes.
Well, I am a dog lover. I mean, I don't think there's a bigger dog lover in the world than I am.
I can't be.
And I had a German Shepherd named Ben who lived to be 13, and he was my best friend in life. And now I have a little Pekingese who's getting a little older, too. So I understand the relationship that people have with puppies and with dogs. And what you guys are doing is just fabulous. I've read about what you guys do, and I am just blown away by it, and I think it's a great thing. And I hope a lot of people are going to get involved with this run. It's a 888 run, the 888 Run Group here in Augusta, brought to you by the Family Y. They've teamed up with the Puppy Jake Foundation and Becky Beach in an effort to promote awareness and funds for this amazing new cause. Service dogs are trained from a very young age to adapt to all surroundings. They then accompany the wounded veteran everywhere they go, and you kind of have to think seeing eye dog, but for other ailments as well. And it's just amazing what these dogs mean to these wounded veterans. And you want to tell us a little bit more about the program?
Well, sure. We get the puppies generally between the ages of 8 to 9 weeks old, and they literally go everywhere with their volunteer puppy raiser. Each dog costs about between $18,000 and $20,000 to raise. That's purchasing the veterinarian care, the food, prior to the placement with their soldier recipient.
Wow.
But we have kind of rigid classroom schedules for the dogs and the puppy raisers, and exposure to every single situation is what's important. And I'm going to be bringing Puppy Jake himself with me, obviously, to this wonderful event. He has flown 112 times because he's a 3-year-old yellow lab. But just last week, I took a 4-month-old lab on 4 different flights out to California. So what we have to do as the puppy raisers is acclimate the dogs to any situation that their recipient might have. But as you had said, the heartwarming and wonderful part of the placement is the benefit they are to the soldier. And I've had a member actually from the Army say that it's like having a battle buddy or, a bunker mate. They've got their back, they protect them, they unconditional love, they understand. And what the dog also does is, in some cases, individuals with PTSD don't want to leave their home or their apartment or whatever, and the dog requires that they go outside and that they buy food for them, and it also kind of breaks the ice in situations that they aren't comfortable in, because people like to see the dog, and it makes the recipient so much more at ease and calmer. It's tremendously beneficial to them, and as I said, it costs a lot of money. It's 2 years' work of a volunteer's life to donate and do this, but you can't really put a value on the life and the need of a soldier coming back that needs this help. And it's one dog, a lot of money, but it helps one soldier, one individual at a time. And we are dedicated to doing it, and we want to grow and raise more money so we can do more and more dogs for more and more soldiers.
Well, I'm looking at your website, and I encourage everybody to go to puppyjakefoundation.com and check it out. Now, do you use labs exclusively, or do you use different types of dogs?
No, and I'm glad you asked that. When you said you used to have a German Shepherd, we have labs right now. In August, we are getting 3 Golden Retrievers, and then we are starting with German Shepherds in September.
Oh, great.
We need dogs of that sort of a size. Our dogs are trained for, as I mentioned earlier, PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder. But also for mobility. Many are in wheelchairs or have canes or have some sort of a mobility impairment. So we need dogs of that general size. And those dogs are recognized as being extremely intelligent, but also very devoted to their owner. And that's why we have them bond with the puppy raiser. And then we spend 2 or 3 weeks transitioning the puppies to their new recipients. As a matter of fact, we'll be doing that on our family farm up here in Iowa, Webster City, which my 3 cousins live in Augusta and are helping plan this. And the 3 of them had this idea, and we're going to be doing the placement camps with the recipients and their dogs to meet on the family century farm we have up in Iowa. So it's a great concept.
Well, it is, and my dog, Ben, I sent him to an obedience school. It was really more like a military training for a dog before.
Well, that's what we've got. And you'll laugh, but frankly, we find we need to spend more time training the people than the dogs. They understand It's a consistency with the people that is critical, because these dogs can't make a mistake. Pets can. They can cross the street without chasing a squirrel, but these dogs can't. And that's why the training is quite rigid, and it's about almost 2 years long.
And the dogs that I got Ben. He only went for about 6 months. So when I got him, he was very well trained though. And the thing is, these dogs are very outgoing. They're able to deal in social situations. It might be a big dog, but they're certainly not aggressive unless they need to be, and you want them to be. But the fact is, they're great as icebreakers, as you pointed out. When you go to the store, if you have that dog with you, if the veteran has the dog, it's a great way to start up conversations, because people are always asking about your dog. I mean, I used to take Ben to the beach just to pick up chicks when I was younger.
Right, exactly. Well, you should be a puppy raiser, because they are chick magnets for sure.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Can you imagine a dog that size of going into a restaurant and not wanting to knock over a waiter and eat the food off the plate? I mean, that kind of training is tough.
So trained.
No, it is. And they walk into a restaurant, and everybody in the restaurant stares at them. They just walk by and lay down under the table. And they go to movie theaters. They literally go every single place you go. That's where these puppies go. When a lot of people think that it's a hard work on the dog, but the dogs enjoy it because they want to please, and they want to learn, and they want to do what their trainer wants them to do. But when the vests come off and they're home, they just romp around and do have a lot of enjoyment and play just like a regular puppy would.
All right, now how can people, and of course they can go to your website, it's puppyjakefoundation.com, but if they want to get involved in this 8K run on July the 6th, is it?
Yes, it is July 6th, and they can register at www.theaugustamarket.com. It's $20 up until the day of the run, and it's $25 if they register on site. The girls have got lots of prizes that are being donated by wonderful businesses in the Augusta area to be given to the runners. Dogs are welcome. It is an 8K run, and I think they have a 4K dog trot. And prizes for the dogs as well. So it's going to be a wonderful day. The vendors at the Augusta Market are phenomenal. I was at my cousin's wedding a couple years ago, and I am so impressed with that market. Your whole community. And the businesses have stepped up for this. It's it's really hard when you pair a puppy and a soldier not to have people really be interested. But the next level to contribute and to participate in the run is just phenomenal. And we're so grateful up here in Iowa to have you all do this for us.
Oh, well, I know Heather DeChico and the folks over at Whole Life Natural Foods, they're very much behind this, and she's involved with that 8K down there a lot. And we just have a wonderful group of people here in the Augusta area. And, of course, we do have Fort Gordon here. So, the military is a big part of our lives here. And
absolutely. People, you'll love this, and I was so flattered. We've had multiple people that live in Augusta already go to our website and ask how they can help. We've got some that want to be puppy raisers and some that want to contribute and help their during the run on the 6th of July at the Augusta Market. So we're very blessed and we're very grateful. Heather may have told you we come from a long line of military. My grandfather and their grandfather was a prisoner of war from the Battle of the Bulge. And, military service, he was an Army doctor. Military service means an awful lot to us, and that's why I said earlier, I'm a volunteer. All of our people are volunteers, and to raise quality dogs for the people that have given everything, in some cases for our country, I can't think of anything more important and more rewarding.
Oh, well, you're doing a wonderful thing, and I hope everybody gets involved. And again, what's that website they can go to sign up here? It's AugustaMarket.com.
TheAugustaMarket.com.
TheAugustaMarket.com. Yeah, go there and sign up for the run, and also go to the webpage for.
That'd be great. That'd be great. And one other thing we'd really appreciate it. We're on Facebook, so if they look for Puppy Jake Foundation and like our page there, you'll see all kinds of pictures and all kinds of things that we do. We were at the Iowa Veterans Home yesterday, and we're planning to go up there. We hope weekly, if not every other week, because while these dogs are in training, we still want to give to the veterans, and so we're going to go up there on a regular basis so the patients and residents can have a little puppy dog run around and brighten their day.
Well, I was just pulling up Puppy Jake Foundation. I think I already liked it, but let me go there one more time.
Well, if your listeners would like it, our numbers will soar, and we'll be grateful, as we are for everything you all are doing. And we're very blessed to have your participation. And Puppy Jake, I know, looks forward to meeting you. And if I can find someone to travel with me, we may bring one of the little puppies. So I don't think the airline would let me on with 2 dogs, but we're working on that.
Oh, well, tell us real quickly. We have about a minute and a half here.
Sure.
Tell us about Puppy Jake.
Puppy Jake. Well, he is a 3-year-old lab, and frankly, he's the inspiration, obviously, since it's named after him for this. He was, I raised him as a puppy to be placed with a veteran. He had an eye problem and was not able to be placed. So, but I started a new organization because I found a lot of difficulty with ADA compliance on airlines. In some cases, we'd be stuck at the back of a restaurant, and a person with PTSD does not make that confrontation to an owner or an airline. They'll go home, or they'll have a flashback. And I realized how important the dogs were, and it was to the soldiers, but also for the accessibility and the awareness. And so we wanted to start this program to further amplify that. But Puppy Jake is it's called Fox Red, and he's just a great little guy. But he is in retraining. I call him being on the 6-year college plan. He's a 3-year-old lab in class with 5-month-old labs. So he's catching up quickly. He's a good little guy.
Oh, yeah, I'm just loving the pictures on your Facebook page, and I hope everybody will like your Facebook page as well.
Well, I hope so, too. And I have one other thing, if you give me one more minute. Right. Heather may have told you I used to travel with Barbara Bush, and I know you are a wonderful conservative talk program.
Yeah.
I just today got a note from her thanking me and commending me and so proud of our work for service dogs. And so I thought I'd just mention that since it just came to that about an hour ago.
Oh, well,
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That is awesome. And I know that her husband just had a birthday, and I wore some really wild socks in honor.
You know, so did I, because I shared his birthday. I traveled with her for 4.5 years, and so they're like a second set of family to me. And Jake, you'll find it on my website or my personal one, which I'll share with you, too. It's Becky Beach. But we wore funny socks, and both the dogs wished him a happy birthday.
Well, Becky, thank you for taking the time with us today. Everybody like Puppy Jake Foundation on Facebook, and go to the website as well. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, Mark Walters here, host of Armed American